Hey, y'all. What's good?
What's up? What's happening?
Ooh, good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
And good night.
And welcome to another episode of Code Switching Naturally. I am your girl, AJ.
I'm Channy.
Who am I? Who am I? I am the guardian of lost souls. I am the powerful, the pleasurable, the indestructible Mushi.
It
was pretty hot, huh?
Oh my God, I'm not gonna make it.
I quit.
Oh my God, I just want y'all to understand and go on record that these two are nuts today. I don't understand it.
I quit today.
Oh, was that the end? That was the end of it?
That was
Mushu was the one?
Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Wow.
That was it.
Wow.
So your episode before we started wasn't the.
You know what?
That wasn't it. That wasn't. Okay, I'm done. No. Okay. All right. I mean, I just wanted to know what your levels are of tolerance are,
right?
So I can respect it moving forward. You know.
Do not therapize.
That wasn't a therapize. That's just respecting your boundaries, my nigga. Like I just want to make sure that I am respectful of all things.
Let's continue.
Okay, so I'm scared to ask, but code switching moment of the week.
Lord have mercy. I mean, so listen. So we didn't talk about it, but customer service voice is a big one. And
I have a beautiful customer. Oh, do your best. Right now. This will be our code switching moment of the week. Do your best customer service voice.
Hi, how can I help you today? Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. Yes, I'm sure that's very frustrating. You know what? If you give me just a moment, I'll go ahead and take care of that for you. No problem.
Jenny.
Hello. Thank you for contacting Indiscriminate. I am more than happy to assist you today. May I please have your first name, your last name, and your date of birth?
That's amazing. Okay, here's mine. Y'all ready? Mm-hmm. Hello, good morning, and thank you for calling. How can I help you today? Yes, I'll be happy to assist you with that. Give me one moment.
So,
isn't that beautiful?
Now, do your voice when you're talking to people, when you're trying to order from them. Order something. I am a Wendy's cashier. Order something.
First of all, Quentin, fuck you. Second of all, may I please get a 10-piece spicy chicken nugget with the cheese sauce on the side?
Now talk normally.
Once again, fuck you, but I just want y'all to understand that I did really good in the car today.
You did.
You did.
I'm so grateful. My ears thank you. I thank you. Truly. Because while it would have been warranted, they would not have been able to hear you.
I don't care.
I know. Okay, so AJ has low-key, high-key road rage.
It's low-key because I don't go after nobody.
Sure. So we'll go
Sure,
mid.
you mean you don't drive after them.
We'll go mid-key.
I'll give you that. We'll give you middle.
Where she will regularly cuss a motherfucker out.
As if they're in the car.
Right. Even though
because they can see me going off on them in their rearview mirror. They can see me going off because you can see me telling you that you stupid for cutting somebody off and then breaking. Why would you do that?
Sure. Again, warranted. Valid, reasonable. I see you. I respect your viewpoint on it. However, the car is small and my ears are sensitive.
Understandable.
So,
and I
again,
apologize.
I appreciate the restraint you showed today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I tried.
You like my customer service voice?
I did. Now, how y'all order food then? Y'all put me on the spot, niggers.
See, I'm socially awkward. So, like, my experiences with customers is I'm confused, and because I'm confused, they're confused. So it's both of us just being like, huh? Just so I get up there and I'm immediately like, I don't know what is the proper way to say this, but I would really love a chicken nugget.
A singular chicken nugget.
I know, however, that they come in the values of 6, 8, and 10 at this establishment. But I would
It's
only
actually
like
4,
to
6,
pay.
and 10.
4, 6,
I
10,
would like to
20.
only pay $5.
Okay. So you set up the parameters, and they go, what?
And then you're like, yeah.
I have $5, and I would like chicken nuggets.
At some point, it is exasperation. I'm like, I'm just really what? A chicken nugget, and I have $5.
So you go. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I almost spoke ill. I almost spoke lies to you, and I'm so sorry. I don't think they have the 4 for $4 anymore.
They do.
At Wendy's? Yes, they do.
Do they?
They do.
They got the 4 for $4 and the biggie bag.
Get a 4 for $4.
At this point, I rehearse the order in my head.
Yeah.
So like,
They got the $5 biggie bag.
so now when I go to Wendy's, the only thing I know how to say is 4 for $4. Even if I don't want the 4 for $4, what comes out of my mouth? 4 for $4.
Sure, sure, because you know you're gonna at least get a chicken nugget.
There's a chicken nugget in there.
Yeah,
It is.
And you know what? I believe there's like 4 or 5.
There's four
of them.
There you go.
There's 4 chicken
There's 4
nuggets.
chicken nuggets.
I don't remember because I'm really focused on the one.
Okay, so what happens to the other 3? Is my question. Do you have the one? You're like, well, that was all I wanted, and the rest of them are lost to the ether?
It goes to commercial break, and I just keep eating them, but I don't realize. I don't realize how many is going in my mouth.
You came for a chicken nugget, and then
Proceeded
that
to
was
eat
it. You know
the
what?
rest. I mean,
live your best life, Queen.
And
Love
speaking
that
of
for you.
living your best life, go on and I'm gonna let you redeem yourself from last week. So what's the question of the day, Jenny?
the question of the day is officially rules of engagement. Okay, that's not a question. Okay, so the topic is rules of engagement.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, what are your friendship turnoffs?
Ooh,
buddy.
Okay, so here's my biggest turnoff. Reciprocate.
Facts. Give that same energy back.
And I'm not a tit for tat person. So I get that sometimes in some relationships, there's going to be someone who gives a little bit more than the other person.
Right.
I understand that. That's not my issue. But you cannot demand things of me. And you cannot demand that I do things for you and show up for you. And then I ask for 2 things and I can't even get you to do one of them.
Facts.
Because I could tell you, okay, so my Clyde, he won't care if I talk about him because we had these conversations all the time. Since the beginning of our friendship, I know if I call this, he's writing. It's guaranteed. I may have to call him 4 times.
Sure.
I'm probably gonna have to call him and remind him
a couple
4
of-
times.
Yeah.
At least 4.
Sure.
But he coming. And then on top of that, if it's an emergency, I have to actually give him a precursor to what type of emergency it is so I can tell him how to pull up. Because if I say, hey, yo, so-and-so is doing so-and-so to me, he pulling up locked and loaded. Ain't gonna be no talking. Ain't gonna be no questions. I want his ass on a platter. So it's like, I get that. But some people will be like, oh, he not reliable. He not reliable. No, I just know how to get him to the space to be reliable.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because some people, they don't, and I get a lot of my friend circles with us, we're pretty good with remembering stuff sometimes. Not a lot, but sometimes.
Sure.
We're pretty
Our
good
friend
at
group
it.
be busy.
We'll tell each other, we like, yeah, I got you. I'm going to call you back tomorrow.
And then
Tomorrow is
happens.
like 2 weeks, maybe a month. We were supposed to have a family group FaceTime months ago.
Whoops.
It's August.
Listen.
That was April.
A lot of things can happen between now and tomorrow.
That's a lot of hours.
Truth be told, and this is actually part of one of my turnoffs. You got to be understanding.
Yes.
and you got to be willing
Yeah.
to like be there like with that person, with a friend, because y'all know me. I have friends, and I love them. I love them all.
But baby, you are Casper.
Regularly. There are times where I'm like, hey, yo, I just don't got it in me.
It's a no.
It's a no for me.
I don't like to make plans too much in advance.
No. Because then by the time I've started doing that, I've started to be that person where, like, we make plans for something, and then the day comes, and I don't want to do that plan anymore.
Oh, facts.
And then I'm like...
But I do,
Damn, I
do love that with like in genuine friendships, that kind of thing is understood because sometimes your meter is just low. Mm-hmm. And then again, it goes into another like friendship turnoff. Like you cannot be demanding of people's energy. Like you don't own their energy.
Right.
You cannot just be like, well, you just have to get it together because I want to spend time with you.
Now, sometimes I do have to do that to you though. I do have to pull you into that.
But there's a difference.
It's the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when there's like, hey,
for me, my withdrawal has to do with like if I'm depressed,
right.
I need to be pulled out of it.
Right. That's mental health. That's mental health. That's wellness. That's her checking up on you, being like, hey, yo, bitch.
Bring your ass outside.
Right.
We're going out. We're going into the out.
Right. We're going into the out now.
Yeah.
She's going to make sure you touch some grass or whatever it is.
Get your vitamin D, ho.
Right. But like going like, hey, I got a busy life. You know, my schedule's packed. I'm booked and busy. Thank you. And they can't appreciate that and they can't respect that. I'm not about that.
Not about it.
Okay. So my friend... I have a couple friends like this, and I love them dearly, but I hate clingy friends. Yeah. It's a very big turnoff for me. Like, it's cute for, like, the first 2 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, relax. Because
clingy
it's too much.
And also jealous.
Jealous friends are weird.
Right.
Why are you jealous? What are you jealous
concept.
of?
Right, like...
It's an oxymoron.
Like the person who goes, I'm your best friend.
I don't
and
like that.
There are no other best friends.
That's deep. She does that a lot.
I don't like doing that or like having that kind of friendship because like I have a lot of really close friends and like to try to put them on like in a listing of like how important they are, that seems weird to me. Mm-hmm. I don't do that
because it's weird to me that and it's not to say that she gets jealous of it, but she does that a lot. She's like, that's my best friend, like, oh, you better tell him, like, don't. I was like, yeah, sure. But at the end of the day, I'm going over there.
Right.
Please understand that.
Right.
I'm gonna go.
That's the quickest way for me to like leave. Like as soon as you're like trying to claim me, like that's my best friend. Guess what? I'm not.
But it's funny because she know I'm not. Oh, girl, I'm going this way, and she be like, "Okay, Ace, I'll see you later." Okay, bye. I gotta go. But I think the biggest turnoff was the one I said is like, don't demand of me and you're not willing, or don't half-ass. Okay, I got you something to eat, or I got you something, or I bought you this, or I'm giving you this as your means of showing up for me, and then when I actually need you, I can't find you. Mm-hmm. Because I understand that, like with my friends, I know every friend is different for everything. So I know there's certain things that I do with some of my friends that I can't do with other friends.
Right.
And I understand that. And I get it. And it doesn't make them less of my friend. It just means I know your capacity and I know where you are in my life and I know where I am in yours.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no beef. There's no malice. But I know for me and you, I can't bring you to this event because I know your temperament and I know how you are, and I need to be able to be at peace and have a good time.
Right.
Because what I'm not gonna do, I'm not finna break a nail. Right. We're not finna be fighting.
Right.
Which is also why
I know you the girls like to tussle.
And that's why I did my Jamaica trip the way I did it. Mm-hmm. And
that was a pretty good setup.
It was.
I made a couple of tweaks. But we not go.
I had a good time.
Honestly,
we should talk about the Jamaica trip at some point.
Okay, so let's just break it down because majority of my closest friends a good heap of them, and I didn't realize I'm gonna be a woman about this. Okay, I'm not normally a great person in a group full of women because I guess I have a lot of masculine energy at times, and so I don't give a fuck enough about a lot of girly shit that should be a thing in my life, right? I can't list them right now, but I just don't care. I don't care enough.
Right.
And my friends laugh at me because, especially my son, hi, Mini-Me, love you. He be like, Ma, you crack me up because you know what got me when we used to be in like certain things together. He'd be like, you just be like, I don't care enough. I don't care. And I meant it. I don't care. So when I'm on my birthday trip on vacation and I want to have a good ass time, I'm not finna bring a whole bunch of people that I have to worry about whether or not they're gonna have a good time or whether or not I have to cater to.
Right.
And I realized I had to do it a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but not unreasonably so.
No, not to the point where I was like, bitch, you got me fucked up.
Right. Right.
And I realized that because we're drunk and hungover, sleepy, hungry, all of those things. Hey, now.
I ain't gonna put all the business out there, okay?
Listen.
Hold on a minute.
Call a spade a spade.
Hold on a minute.
You got that good Jamaican?
I did.
So?
It was quite good too.
Right.
I do have, I'm not a smoker, but I do have a bucket list of places to try the cannabis. I've been to 2 of my 3.
Is the third one Amsterdam?
Okay, no.
So 2 of 4.
You should put 4.
So
I never thought to go to Amsterdam. That's not a place I was thinking about going to.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
but okay, I'm gonna put Amsterdam on that list, and the other one is Colorado.
Oh,
Makes sense.
you know what? That's fair. I got peeps out there.
Do?
Yeah.
I do too. But my daughter, she in Colorado. But yeah, so that was good. But I realized that our temperaments were already agitated and high because we all over the place.
Yeah.
And everybody was getting on my nerves because one thing I'm going to do when I'm ready to go to sleep, I'm going to sleep.
Right. Okay. To be fair, so the trip was a lot of fun. We had a great time.
We did.
There were some irritants during the trip.
There were some irritating what? I don't know what that was. I don't know what. Irritating moments.
There you go.
I don't know why. Okay. All right. I think my brain and my mouth just didn't meet together at the time. But go ahead.
You know what? Sometimes it be like that.
It do.
So, like, there were moments throughout the trip where, emotions got a little high.
A little bit.
People had conversations that might have gotten a little heated. Unnecessarily so.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, my brother be ducking and bucking for me, okay? Don't play with him and don't play with me.
And I don't know why people are surprised.
I don't know.
We've said this and we back it up every time. Like there's not a question.
We're gonna put this out here right now. When it comes to Q and AJ, if you play on him, you gotta see me. And if you play on me, you got to see him. It's automatic. There's no question.
And it doesn't matter how you're related.
It does not matter how you're related. Duh. Okay, we're just going to tell it. Bro was about to take my mama to the grass, bro. Like, he was about to go ahead and knuck if you buck on my mother, yo. And did not care.
She was doing a lot, unnecessarily so. There was not actually a compromise made. You relented.
I did relent.
Acquiesced, as it were.
There we go.
I did relent.
Yes. And there could have been something else done. We were right next to a very nice bar full of very lovely bartenders. We could have had patties.
We could have had the patties.
Right. We could have gone back out into that patio. That was
Chanel
very nice.
wouldn't have threw her back out.
Right. Right. We wouldn't have had
But
to
you know
see.
what? That was a blessing for you because down there in the abyss of unsanitary things happening,
There were white people with their shoes off on the dance floor in the God's year of 2022.
and then it wasn't. You know, they were of course unseasoned.
I said what I said. 8.5 by 11s.
Untitled
mayo-
documents.
The Mayo Mafia. That was a new one I learned today. There was a couple of y'all. Okay, we're getting sidetracked, but essentially, this is a big pet peeve for me. Friend's pet peeve. If we're traveling, do not ask me about an itinerary. Don't do it. Don't
It
ask
ain't
me.
one.
Don't.
It ain't one. We just
Don't ask me.
Because
We just out here, bro.
because at any moment,
I'm gonna change my mind.
right, and be happy with it. Like,
And I feel like you have the most fun. Now listen, don't get me wrong. How I'm getting there, how I'm getting around when I get there, and where I'm staying are very important.
sure,
But
Absolutely.
after that,
the trip's got to have good bones.
those
rest-
are the bones. Everything else is up
Facts.
to whatever we feel like that day.
Right.
The only thing I think, and then it sucked that we didn't get to do it, but the only thing we planned was the excursions. And after that, I was like, y'all, we could do whatever we want to do.
Right.
yeah.
That part.
And I was like, I kind of want to get on a boat for my birthday. Kinda, I think. And then we did a boat.
And we did a boat.
And it was a
Absolutely.
fun time. We took over the boat and everything.
Yeah.
It was so nice being
I got
on
to
that
be
boat.
DJ. That was,
It was
dope
so
as hell.
comforting being on the boat.
Also,
It was so much fun.
nice.
Now, here's the thing though. When you have friends like Chanel, you sometimes don't know if she's having a great time or not.
I'm so sorry.
Like, I sometimes just look at her and I'm like, is she bored? Is she?
she's just vibing.
It's just there, but she's just there and
she's
vibing
just
and having a
like-
great time, and you just walk, but you can't tell.
I
So
just
I'm like,
generally have a very disappointed face.
like she just generally be just sitting there like, okay,
just straight like. I think I only did it a couple of times. No, my favorite part though was the number of times where you just went, I got lost.
That is my favorite thing to do on a vacation is to, in fact, get lost. And it is my number one activity because
the resort?
it's the best way.
she got lost in the
She
resort.
got-
I got lost inside the resort.
So we were gonna go up to the bar after we saw what the little sports bar situation looked like.
Yeah.
Because that was not really a sports bar.
Thank you.
No,
It was
it was-
not. Also, it
Neither was the
looked-
casino a casino.
No,
No,
it
it
looked
was
real
weird.
small. It looked real small from what I could see, and there were lots of people in there. So I was like,
It
you know
was a
what
lot
we're-
of people in
You know
there.
what we're not gonna do?
And it was a
Any of
little
that.
hook. It was a little hook in the back by across from that bar. It had a little pool table area, so it was
that's-
a little bigger,
No,
but
that
not
seems
much.
like a fire hazard.
It was a fire hazard.
So we were gonna go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. This one was like, I'm not taking the stairs. I'm gonna go to the elevator
And got lost at the elevator.
because a man spoke to her. A man spoke to her, and everything else went poof.
Now, mind you, I didn't lose memory because oh, what a beautiful, attractive man. No, I just lost memory because oh God, someone spoke to me. God damn it.
They were doing that the whole
time.
trip, so
Okay,
I don't know why it was
ooh.
such a shock.
Okay, but here's the other one, right? Here's the other one. If you know you're going to travel and you know you're going to want to spend money, while you're paying for your trip, also put money aside for all of the things you could possibly want to get into. Because you can't, this is a pet peeve for me. You can't say, oh, we finna go have a bomb ass time, we gonna have a good time, and then you ain't got no money when we get there.
Another friendship pet peeve is
And then don't speak and communicate that you don't have the money.
it's one thing to not have the money, but another thing to you didn't communicate, you didn't tell nobody, we making all these plans in your face, and you didn't.
We'll talk about that offline.
Oh.
But,
Ooh, I just thought about another friendship pet peeve of mine.
okay, 2 more because we're running out of time.
Oh. Okay, so another friendship pet peeve I have is if I don't feel safe with you emotionally, because I'm just now getting comfortable with being exactly who I am as a person.
Right.
So
And I love it.
I am absolutely unapologetic about it. And if you don't like it, you're just not gonna like it. You're just not gonna like me. I'm gonna be this forever.
I love that.
I'm almost 30. This is me forever.
Man,
It's locked
shut
in.
the fuck out.
It's locked in.
No, it's for real. Like,
How old are you now?
Huh?
How old are you now?
I'm 28.
You're lying.
27 or 28. I can't remember.
Because you're not the same age as Jazzy, are you?
We're about the same age.
Because Jazzy's 94.
I'm 95.
So you're 27.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. 95, 3 years. Yes, had to do that math.
Because
Had to
I'm
back at
you're
30.
I'm 30.
Yes.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm almost 30.
Jasma
Yeah.
just turned 28 July 6th.
The point being, I'm gonna be this person forever.
Correct, and I love it.
And if you don't like that,
Fuck
or
you.
if you make me uncomfortable,
Fuck you.
as soon as I feel like I can't be, because I will be honest, I have really big emotions as a person, and my emotions are very messy.
Oh, I'm sorry to keep cutting you off. She's also a part of that. You gotta see me. She come deep with a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
I do.
And it scared her when she figured that out. She was terrified and was thinking way too much when she found out. But continue.
But like, because of like the fact that like I'm very open about how I'm feeling nowadays, and just about like, especially with like my mental health. I'm very open about that. But also just like generally like being weird and awkward, like that's just who I am. I'm a weird kid, and I like that.
Since day one.
Since day one.
I'm still trying to understand. Okay, let's talk about this, okay? Because this was a pet peeve of mine with you when I met you.
Got
You
real
were
quick, didn't I?
You were scared, terrified of our line sister.
Which one?
Kaylin. I think I've told her this before too.
She was terrified of this woman, and she's nice. She's just a big palm tree of shade.
Okay.
Yeah, Kaylin's great. She's fantastic. She's a sweetheart.
She's an amazing person. But this one, terrified of her.
I think it's tall people.
She ain't that tall, so that's a lie. So she's probably like 5'7", 5'8".
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
She ain't that tall.
Right.
She is at the back of the line, but our line was between 5 feet and 5'9". So
Okay. Sure.
wasn't a lot of.
It's not a whole lot.
I think, and this again plays into me coming into myself and like learning myself. The reason why I was afraid of her is because at that time in that department, Caitlin was the end all be all of like that is the vocalist.
We call her the. At the time, it was the Caitlin A.
Bell.
A. Bell. Now
really
it's the Caitlin A. Coleman.
Yes. And she really was that bitch. Like
She still is.
Still is. Fantastic.
Vocally.
And I was scared because, ma'am, I just got here.
But she also, it was just like every time Caitlin spoke, she was terrified. But me, up under me like a baby is to a titty. Ma'am.
You felt like family.
I was like, why the fuck is you so close? Like, why? What are you doing?
Because kindred spirits.
You feel like family.
Kinship.
Yeah.
It's just one of those.
It was just a pet peeve for me though, because it was funny. I was, when I'm asleep, don't bother me, don't touch me.
For sure.
And she had this thing where she would like crawl up my body, and I'm like,
I still do that.
get the fuck off me.
Sure.
And now she doesn't do it as often. Sometimes I let her get away with it, but like, ma'am, stop it.
The only reason I still do it now is because you twerk on me, okay? And I don't know how to receive ass.
First of all, you're right. Secondly,
I'm glad you could admit that right there. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I did it quite a few times in Jamaica.
And I don't know how to receive ass, so I just put my hands up.
Okay. Did I twerk on you at the party?
I think you did, and I still just.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what I did, what I didn't do after a certain point. So
what is it with your hands going up instead of down?
I think she's trying to make sure she's
Hold your food.
appropriate.
Hold your food. Hold your food.
I be ridiculed.
Hold the ass. Hold the ass. It's always up. It's always up. Man, I don't know.
It's not safe.
First of all, this is proprietary. I am not going to touch the ass.
It's like,
What's that mean?
if they... Oh,
Word of the week. What's that mean?
So proprietary means to, it's proper. I'm not. I have couth.
okay, listen. If they're throwing that
Wait,
ass...
that's not what proprietary means.
No, get it. Get it together. I believe in you.
Proprietary is about ownership, and I'm so sorry.
So did you use that in the right context? No. Okay. Well, that's fine.
It's okay though.
So, if they're throwing it back,
Yeah.
gotta grab it and
I'm not
hold
gonna-
on to
I'm
it.
not grabbing
the
it.
hips. Or just let it ride. But
I
don't do
feel like-
this. This isn't a stick up.
But you could do like what's his name? Sage the Gemini. She gonna shake it. Like he shows you how to do it.
He directs ass. Like that's completely different. He is a choral director of ass.
Wow.
Director
That's
of
great.
ass. You know what?
Wow.
Love that.
That is amazing. I love that for you.
So
I am not trained. I don't have the training. I didn't go to the classes. Did not.
Well, listen.
And if I feel like it's going to shock people if I just decide I'm just gonna grab hips. And they're like, oh, Chanel's doing that? No.
So, essentially, we all have similar pet peeves of like the rules of engagement and friendships and whatnot. And I think that it's safe to say, don't do nothing like that, please.
right, those things that we talked about, don't be that person. But please, or just we don't have to be friends. That's fine.
That's fine too.
I have plenty.
You know what? Mommy used to say this to me back when I was in like middle school, high school. She was like, I changed friends like I changed clothes.
Ooh. That sounds almost insulting.
It was a little bit.
It feels
It's
a little insulting.
It's a little backhanded.
Because I do this the same way I am with my friends, the same way I am in relationships. I understand that people are who they are, and I'm not trying to change that. But if you do something that I don't like, and if I do something you don't like, please tell me. I'm not going to be upset that you called me out and told me I couldn't do certain things. That's fine. But what you won't do is keep disrespecting me. Or what you won't do is keep putting me in predicaments that make me uncomfortable.
Right.
So I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to change it. Either you change it or you don't.
Mm-hmm. And that's the other end of like communicating like your boundaries and stuff. Whenever you communicate your boundaries, the other end of it is that you have to accept whatever comes. So if the person's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that, it's over. It's done.
Right.
You ain't got to.
That's why I used to always have like once a friend shows me I can't trust you, I don't need to be around you. Why are you here?
It's like, or
Facts.
like if we both go, and the words go, then it's time to go. But if they link, and you can see that efforts are being made, because there's a difference between like somebody purposefully doing the things that you go, hey,
Don't do that.
stop it, and like when they're actually trying to do the thing but are getting better. Yeah. Last thing, as always, with any relationship, communication.
Yeah.
Very much.
If you're bad at communication, but like not like we haven't talked in months. That's fine. I have plenty of friends that I don't talk to for months, and then we get back together.
Have
talk,
the important conversations.
Chop it up. Right.
The important conversations.
That type of conversation is important.
All right. Jenny, let's take them out.
All right, you guys know what time it is? It's time for Music of the Week. Music of the Week. Hey, hey. Music of the Week. Music of the Week. Hey, hey.
Okay, I want to go first.
Okay.
So, Jonathan McReynolds, because he finally dropped the song, and I am obsessed with the song because I've been obsessed with it since the concert. It's called Your World.
I have not yet heard Jonathan McReynolds' new music.
It's literally just a new song.
It's just one song?
It's just one
I thought
song.
it was just it was like a whole...
No, ma'am. It's just a new song. He ain't dropped the album yet. The single just released on Friday.
Okay.
So I'll play it in the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's it for me.
You got a whole list, or
It's still Renaissance.
The entire album.
The entire album.
I promise.
So good.
You need to have it done because, who's out next week?
Me.
Yeah.
And I'm out the week after that. So we have a problem. But anywho, continue. Channy.
What have I been listening to? You know what? I know we talk about Toby Nigwe a lot, but I don't care.
Right.
Because we're talking about it all the time.
Round here,
Yes.
it's so good.
Both parts are just the first
Both
one.
parts are really good, but the first part.
The first part. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ben Broke is
It
my
makes me
shit, though.
so hype. Ben Broke is real good too.
Who else you know can get Chameleon out of retirement?
Right? Who got Chameleon to show up? How did he? How you called?
And then had one of the coldest features ever. But okay, we'll be here all day. All right, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell your mama now.
Interact with us, y'all. We want to hear from y'all. Like, tell us some of the things that y'all want us
What
to.
is your personal friendship turnoff?
Yes, in the comments. Let us know. Please tell us.
Instagram, Twitter.
At Code Switchin Pod is right here.
Right here on the YouTubes.
It's gonna be right here.
Gonna be right here.
Are you actually gonna put it there?
I did it last time.
I'm kidding. I'm so sorry.
He's gonna
I was
put
just. I'm kidding. Don't pout at me like that.
Oh.
I was just kidding.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna go now.
We're gonna see y'all next week. Bye.